Yo, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Mostly Low Budget Movie Reviews. I am your host, Clarence. Thank you for tuning in. In today's episode, I have a movie that was released in theaters this weekend called Send Help. It's listed as a horror mystery thriller, and I remember seeing this trailer a while back. Didn't realize it came out this weekend, but this is one I've been looking forward to. So, what is this one about? Linda is some sort of corporate analyst, and we can see she's very meek and mild-mannered. She produces what looks like a lot of work with these complex reports, and she's taken advantage of and not really given credit for all of her work. However, she is promised a big promotion, so she's kind of holding on to that, and she just, lets it go and continues to do her job. The new CEO, Bradley, comes in, and unbeknownst to her, he gives that position to his college buddy. Once she finds out she's living, and she does work up the courage to confront him, he pretty much blows her off, but invites her on the company trip only because he wants, her to get his buddy up to speed, and then he can move on without her. Now, she's working on the flight, trying to solve some problems for them, and then she realizes they're making fun of her. I won't get into any of that. But the plane is hit with a storm and it crashes. Fast forward, she's washed up on shore of this island. Now, she eventually finds Bradley. He's injured and unconscious, and she comes to his rescue and nurses him back to health. Instead of being thankful, he tries to throw his office authority around, but they're no longer in the office. And that's where I will stop, because from there she has the advantage being skilled at survival. So he really does need her, but he's pretty resentful about it. However, she's no longer this meek, mild-mannered employee, and she realizes she has the power and she's going to use it. How is this going to play out? So what did the pros think? Well, they came in at a 93% on the Rotten scale on 153 reviews, with the audience at 89% on over 100 ratings. But what did I think? Let's get to these positives. Rachel McAdams, she plays Linda, and she's really good in this role as that socially awkward, loyal employee who comes into her own when she is in her element. There was a lot more comedy in this than I expected. A lot of it was dark, which was, I love dark comedy. There's a few laugh out loud moments that were definitely there. Some nice gross out things as well that made me chuckle a little bit. Now, anybody who knows me knows I'm triggered by bullies. I think that is like the weakest thing a person can do, and whatever bad happens to a bully, they deserve it. So I loved how she did that 180 and flipped all that work BS back on him and made him feel like the small person that he was. A lot of this played out in an unexpected way, which was good. The pacing's pretty solid, but they did a couple things that brought it down a few notches for me. Now, this is where my negatives start. The first issue is the way they telegraph the twist. Now, I'm always spoiler free, but there is this one part where she shows him something that clearly gave away what was going on. I kept hoping that wasn't it, but it was exactly what I thought it was. Still, it was good, but they just gave it away too early. But the other thing, and this is the more damaging thing for me that kind of messed it up, in these bully type movies, I like to clearly just root for the person that's being bullied. I don't want to have any kind of, feel any type of way about the person that was getting bullied. They get their, revenge. The bullies get their comeuppance, and I feel good about all of that. At one point, they make it so I can't, in good conscience, really root for her anymore. Again, spoiler free, but she does something where she's no longer a victim, and it's just really messed up. So that took a lot of the shine off of it for me, especially the ending where, they get to the ending and they do whatever they do. Again, spoiler free, but I just couldn't feel good about her anymore in that ending. But hey, maybe that's me and it's just a personal thing that is something for me. It might not bother you guys at all, but let me bottom line this one for you. Did I enjoy it? Yes, I did enjoy this one a lot, despite having those couple of issues. I would put this right at an 80% on the Rotten scale. Now, here's the kind of issue with this one, though. I don't know if this is something you really need to run out and see at the theater. I mean, if you have an unlimited entertainment budget and you want to spend some money on a movie this weekend, yeah, definitely go and see this one or check this one out. Even if the twist gets ruined for you, it's not really that big a deal. It's something you're probably going to guess anyway, but it's still, a pretty fun ride. So it's a good movie to watch. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. You could probably wait to stream this one if you're not someone that, has unlimited money to go see movies, or, you're very picky about the movies. It's not that you'll be, upset that you watch this one or anything. It's just that I like to think about the consumer. And since I see a lot of this stuff for free or for one price, depending on what the situation is, that's why I, watch so many movies. It's just, the money part of the financial part of it doesn't matter. So bad movie, good movie, it's all the same to me. But for the consumer, yeah, it's a good movie. I think it's a good date movie for sure. But yeah, I don't know. It's good. Let me stop rambling. But yeah, definitely go and check this out at some point. Anyway, with that being said, I'll close it out right here. If this is your first time, don't make it your last. This has been a Podbean production, mostly low-budget movie reviews with Clarence. Thank you for support. I appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. And this is one of two podcasts that I am dropping this weekend. I will do one from a movie that came out a couple weeks ago that I kind of, I'm a little bit behind on that one. I also have a movie review for a trailer reaction that I dropped. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's because you're not following me on Low Budget Movie Reviews with Clarence's YouTube channel. So definitely go there. There was a trailer that someone sent me that I reacted to, and then they actually went ahead and sent me the screener for the movie, which I'm greatly appreciative of. So I'm actually going to be able to check this one out like a professional reviewer before it actually drops in theaters next week. So be on the lookout for that. It will be in video form, so you're going to have to subscribe over there to check that out. And there's also a big movie by a very popular YouTuber that came out. Didn't know anything about that until this weekend, but I went and saw that, and I want to drop a video about that on my thoughts since, that's on that platform. So you'll have to go over to YouTube to check that out as well. It is a horror movie, and but yeah, I will get into that a little bit later. But yeah, thank you again for support. I appreciate it. Low Budget Movie Reviews with Clarence, the YouTube channel. Slow and steady growth. I appreciate that. But anyway, I will check you guys out next time. Have a good one.